Unfortunately, because of the area that we are in Durban and urbanization, a lot of the baby monkeys lose their parents to accidents, road accidents, people hitting them on the side of the road, their mother unfortunately passes, and many other incidences like dog attacks, any sort of incident which kills the mother is what results in our infants coming to crow. So it's obviously very sad, and a lot of these monkeys come in a very bad way. And yeah, we just work every day tirelessly to get them back to where they should be. So in this box I have got a female monkey. She's probably around 4 weeks old. She came in on Saturday, severely dehydrated. I'll get her out for you in a minute. I have named her Milan. So she's not very well at the moment, unfortunately. She's still severely dehydrated, and she's also got quite severe diarrhea. So when they come in this sort of condition, it's important to keep them as hydrated as possible. And what I'm doing at the moment is, for their security, when they are this size, when they are infants like this, that desire to cling is incredibly strong. So it just makes them feel secure and warm and almost like they are on mom's body still. And whilst I'm handling, I try my best not to handle them for too long, as I don't want them to habituate to humans. She is still very sick, and when they are this young, I don't mind handling them, and giving them that just a little bit of TLC that they need at this age, just to help that rehabilitation process. But as soon as they are fit and healthy again, I'm very hands-off with them. So yeah, this is Milan, and she's not very good at latching onto the bottle because she's still learning, and also because she came to us at quite an older age. The latching is a lot harder for them because they know what mom's teat is and they know how to drink from it. So giving them a bottle is often quite a thing to get used to. So the process of having to borderline force feed them is it's not very nice to see, but they do eventually get used to it. And when they are at this age, I try to get them onto the bowl, which is them drinking milk out of the bowl as soon as possible, so that they don't have to interact with me at all. But because she is in the condition that she is, I have to bottle feed her. And at the moment I'm not giving her a full strong mix of milk because her stomach is still very unsettled. So as soon as she starts picking up strength again, I will increase the amount of milk that I'm feeding her, or the strength of the milk. And at this point in time, with her size and the amount that she's consuming, she drinks about 20 ml at a time. I can spread her feeds every 4 hours. So her first feed is at 6 in the morning, and her last feed is at 10 at night. And in between all of that, she's receiving medication, she's receiving a lot of fluids, and she's on constant heat. So when I'm bottle feeding, I generally hold them upside down to mimic them being on mom's stomach. So I just hold the sides of her mouth so that she can latch to the bottle properly. She may or may not want to take anything at this point because she's not feeling too great. So I just gently let her suckle. She quite likes it. In her case, I'm not 100% sure what happened to her or why she came in so dehydrated, so I'm sort of treating her for as many different things as I can to just cover everything. This morning I gave her a little bit of charcoal tablets just to try and help absorb any bacteria or something in her stomach that might be causing that upset tummy. She's really enjoying the milk. Hey. So the most important thing in this sort of situation when they are as weak as they are is just to keep their hydration up as much as possible. She unlatches the bottle. I generally just let her sit up for a second so that I can just give her a bit of a burp if she does have any to burp. There was the burp. I don't know if you heard that. There we go, my sweetie. Come on, lovely. So that's generally what they do when they aren't very sure of that teat. They start pushing it around with their tongues and chewing on the teat rather than suckling. So all I do is I just pucker her lips a little bit and I just squeeze the side of the teat so that it drips the milk in her mouth. And then generally they do start to suckle. This whole process is just about patience and time. There we go. Okay, so now that she has had her full bottle, I will put her back into her little crate, which is basically her little sick crate, if you want to call it that. She will remain on her own for just a few more days until she's a bit stronger, and then I will integrate her with some of my older babies that are down by my house. And then once they have spent a bit of time getting used to each other, they will all come back up here and I'll put them into one of these cages that's a bit bigger, and I will start putting a lot more enrichment in for them to start playing and learning how to be a monkey.